Hey guys, and welcome to Dankferric for a new Star Wars What If. Today we'll be diving into the prequel era and looking at the Clone Army's final hour as the Grand Army of the Republic. We'll do so by asking this: what if the clone inhibitor chips had failed?
Commander Kelly.
The time has come. Execute Order 66.
Yes, my lord.
The time has come. Anakin Skywalker has knelt before the Dark Lord of the Sith and sworn himself to his dark teachings. This is when Palpatine would make his last order to the Clone Army as the Chancellor of the Republic, to execute Order 66, but this time it didn't go as he planned. This is where things get interesting. You see, the biochips inside the clones were there to ensure they followed every single order without question, especially those from the Emperor-to-be, even the most immoral of them, such as the extermination of the Jedi Knights. Now, all of that said, let's get the obvious out of the way. I believe we would see the clone troopers quickly disregard the Order, for the most part, or at least the vast majority of them. Over the years, they have built emotional bonds and respect with countless Jedi, as the guardians of peace and justice led them against the Separatists in the war. But now we have to look at how this would affect what was intended to be the revenge of the Sith to rule the galaxy once again, to wipe the Jedi away. And in all truths, Palpatine banked a lot on the chips not failing. Without the clones, the rise of the Empire wouldn't have been what we know it as, or at least it wouldn't have been at all. I suspect that some clones might stick by Palpatine. If anyone, this would be the legion that is the Coruscant Guard. They were always directly under Palpatine and had the utmost respect for him. So when Order 66 did not work as intended here, I don't believe Palpatine would halt his cleansing of the Grand Jedi Temple. Instead, he would send the Coruscant Guard with his new apprentice, Lord Vader, and it would begin that way. And do remember, the Coruscant Guard were more elitely trained than even the 501st or the 212th. And while they would do, or mostly do, their job, it would not be a true wiping out of all the Jedi, because if Order 66 failed and many clones disregarded it, we would see Jedi like Plo Koon, Ki-Adi-Mundi, Aayla Secura, and other Jedi generals and commanders survive their campaigns, at least those who were away from the temple. Thus, a Jedi rebellion against the plot would be born, or rather, a Jedi resistance, one that did not need to stand for long. Once these Jedi caught word of what transpired, they would hone in on the Temple Massacre and discover the truth. Anakin Skywalker leading the Coruscant Guard and destroying the Jedi present, and eventually the truth that was the Chancellor being the Dark Lord of the Sith. And as much as Palpatine wanted Anakin as his new powerful apprentice and put so many years into it, he did see all of his apprentices and pupils as disposable if it would ensure his survival in the survival of the Sith. Just look at Maul, look at Dooku, and even look at Anakin once he turned to Vader. Eventually, once Luke rose in power, the Emperor was more than ready to adopt him as his new apprentice and replace Vader. So with that said, this is where Palpatine would begin his retreat. He had eyes and ears everywhere on the capital world, so if a mass of Jedi and clone troopers went to the temple that was not by his order, he would at least sense it. My thoughts is that he would allow them to hunt Anakin first and the Coruscant Guard, all to give him time to prepare and to flee. But the question is, would he flee to the dark reaches of space to continue his plot and Sith practices, never showing his face again? Or would he go to the Separatists and put his full backing behind them? Now that is the next question I want to answer. But either way, if he was exposed, the Jedi would be relentless in their hunt for him. And this is where I'll say that if this video is enjoyed enough and gets enough likes, I'll pick it up with a part 2 down the road. Hey, I just might do it anyways. I really did enjoy this, and I have ideas laid out for what would happen next, so we will see where this story goes then. For now, if you did enjoy this Star Wars What If, be sure to hit like to support the channel and help more Star Wars fans see it, or subscribe if you're new for more regular Star Wars content here on Dankferric. But until the next time, my friends, remember that the Force will be with you always.